So this Bella Thorne lady is in the news. To be honest, I've never heard of her, but it is related to something we've been calling out, OnlyFans. Apparently, she's disrupted the market on that site because she's a quote-unquote very famous person. She's reportedly justified her decision by saying she's doing it for research purposes. She's researching a film role, hence why she's on that site. However, we've done our own research. We've researched who this person is, this Bella Thorne lady. She was a Disney star. Let me repeat that. She was a Disney child star. Wikipedia says she rose to prominence for her role as Cece Jones, whoever that is, on Disney Channel, which ran from 2010 to 2013. Keep that date in mind, or those dates, 2010 to 2013. She's only 22 right now. She's going to be 23 in October. So what does that mean? That means when she was on Disney Channel, she would have only been perhaps 12 to 15 years old. There's two associated concerns here for the more discerning people. The more discerning people will be able to pick these out. She was a child star, so was part of the growing up process of millions of English-speaking young girls and boys. And now she's on OnlyFans. Let that sink in. What type of message does that send out to young people who grew up watching her? It's just another reminder for you parents out there. Don't let Disney Channel babysit your children. A show you think that is perfectly harmless and full of wholesome characters still has the capacity to corrupt in the future, even after the show has discontinued. That can be via the actors making decisions like this and sending out the wrong messages in the future. We live in an age where it's becoming normalized that young women, when jobless, they're being told to turn to taking off their clothes to make money. Even you liberals and simps, you know what this will lead to for many in the future. These things have the capacity to snowball and escalate rapidly, especially in the midst of a recession. Just think about it. They start off doing this. What do you think they'll move on to afterwards? Start thinking about that. And that's not to say what they're doing right now is perfectly okay, or it's not. No parent wants that for their child. Keep that in mind. The other point that the more discerning folks can pick out from this carnage is that there would have been grown men watching that show back in the day in 2010. They would have been watching a young lass on Disney Channel, and now they're paying to see nudie and raunchy pics of her. Does that sound right in any way, shape or form? This is a product of individualism, and it's another attack on traditional relationships and the nuclear family structure. Even the guys, the simps paying for this, they've got issues because they can't have normal relationships. The closest they get to a normal relationship is OnlyFans. This is not healthy, and it's not sustainable for a society. You're not going to be producing a healthy, normal society. What we're producing and encouraging here is sociopaths and degeneracy. Any nationalist and social conservative needs to start talking about these things. The Zio-Sivnat movements and the Conservative Party, they're not going to save you. They're not going to talk about this stuff, as they are liberals. They've got their own agendas, but they're liberals at heart in many cases. You need to get out of this left-right binary, the Labour-Conservative binary. You need to get away from that. The Conservative Party are liberals too. The Labour Party may advance a progressive agenda in 2 years, whilst the Conservative Party, if they were in power, they would push that through within 4 years. So what you're getting is the same thing, albeit slower, with the Conservative Party. So it's the same thing. You need to recognise this.